Hi, Doug from Doug Stacker World here with Stuart Grice. How you going, Stuart?
Yeah, good. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. And the team here at Doug Stacker
That's
World
it, yeah.
at number 8, Centreview Drive, Bigger Waters.
Yeah.
Just behind Harbour Town, off Brisbane Road. Okay, guys, we're going to give you a fishing report live. First time today we've ever done that. Well, this is actually live today.
Yeah. News reporter voice on there, Dougie.
Yeah, I have. Okay, what have we got? Now, so what's this? Okay, guys, offshore this week, it's been pretty good. There's been a couple of good days of good weather,
Yep.
Stuart, and the dolphin fish was on the main menu. Dolphin fish everywhere,
100%,
and the fads are really firing really well. Every one of them pretty well.
Yep.
Big fish this year,
Bigger
bigger than last year.
Yep.
Average about a metre, 1.2.
Yes, yep. But there's one thing that's the same every year, Dougie. That's lures first, mate.
Skirts first, exactly right. So skirts have been the go, Stuart.
Yep. Yeah, like little skirts, like those ones that Dougie's got more for probably the out wider fads, so wider of the 50 fathoms.
Or if you're trolling a bit heavier line, like 24 kilo
That's right.
or 37 or whatever.
Yeah, but these little skirts here, these are little fat boys. We've got a pretty good range, Dougie. You got a couple of new colours there too,
I think we've got around about 16 colours or 20 colours and whatever else. Great lures.
Yeah.
And but we can rig them up in the shop here. All the lures 30% off, and we can tell you how to do it and where to go, and you will catch fish.
That's it.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. But if you didn't want to troll a skirt, Dougie, be more of a maybe casting stick bait.
Yeah,
or
little stick
soft
baits
plastics,
too.
mate.
Yeah, little things like this sort of fella here.
Yeah.
Little nomads. We've got a million different brands of stick baits, of course.
Yeah, the little Mavericks, that's another nomad one as well. But they kind of just spit a bit and kind of dive down and wobble down. They're quite a good little lure.
Yeah, any reel around that sort of 4 to 8,000 size.
Yeah.
Braid, 20 to 50 pound.
Yeah.
7-foot spin rod, and go for it.
And you're away.
Yeah,
Pretty much heavy flathead gear.
Pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, snapper gear. And and last year, Stu, we a few days we got on jigs as well, mate.
Yeah, that's right. So with all of the look, the Gold Coast is a busy place. The fads are pretty well known. If you don't know where the fads are, there's a government website and they tell all the fads in Queensland.
Yep.
If not, pop inside in the store, and we'll tell you where they are.
Yep.
But with all the boats and the boat traffic, it pushes all the fish down quite quick, and that's when we got them on jigs, Doug.
That's right.
So, Doug, size-wise on the jigs, mate?
Yeah, around 20 to 60 gram.
Yeah.
80 if it's really windy and the gear's a bit heavy, but
Yeah.
lighter the better.
Yeah.
And always fishing up the north side of the fad. The current's always running south, and the line's always on an angle that way.
Yeah, running north.
Yeah. And that's where you start about 100 metres up from the fad and work your way back.
Yeah.
Look at the sounder, look for bait, jig the bait, you'll see the fish on the sounder. But skirts are probably my go-to for the next 3 or 4 weeks at least, maybe till Christmas. And it gives you the opportunity to trawl around, out a bit wider of the fad, because they do move away from the fad a bit, and they get under pressure of boats.
Yeah, they do.
And you'll pick them up on
In
the
the
skirts.
outskirts.
On
The outskirts on skirts.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Well done, Stuart.
That's right. mate.
Yeah, good.
But the only other thing is like float line in half pillies and liveys do definitely work, but there's a lot of little kingies at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's quite hard to get past them. So that's when the lures kind of come into their own.
That's right. Yep, correct.
Yeah.
So if all the fads are working, as Stuart said,
Yeah.
50s, 36s, northeast, out wide on the 300 metre one, doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah.
They're bigger out there, of course, 20 kilo models, but
Yeah.
but they're everywhere. So guys, definitely dolphin fish, but other things been happening, snapper. So we had one of our customers sent me some pictures yesterday. He went out during the week. He got some really big snapper. I'm guessing fished the 50,000 reef northeast,
Yeah.
where he normally goes. They're around the 90 centimetre, 85, 90 centimetre mark. They're big
Big
snapper.
fish. Yeah.
So definitely worth a go.
Yep.
Yep. There's been a lot of other good snapper in close and out wide as well during the week caught. There's been reports, Stuart, down south a little bit of.
I don't want to say it.
Okay, you don't want to say it.
No, we will say it.
Starts with M.
We will say it. And they're long and skinny with small heads and small tails. What are they, Dougie?
Mackerel. So there's been a few mackerel being caught, guys. I know it's very, very, very early. I don't know if they're lost or if they're like a big doggy. It looks like a spotty, but there's a few little Spanish as well.
Yeah.
So not too bad. But it's only early days, and I think it's going to lead to a very good season. A lot of bait this year everywhere.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of warm water coming down up the further up the coast. It'll be here soon. We're having probably one of the best little black marlin seasons in a long time, since maybe 2012 actually.
That's right, yeah. Harvey Bay's just off the Richter scale at the moment, and all those fish do travel down our way, so.
Yeah, that's right. So guys up there getting, the comp recently, I think 22 or 24 fish won the comp in one boat for a couple of days. So There's sort of numbers we haven't seen for a while.
Yep.
So it'll be good when it gets here.
Yep.
Just hang in there, guys. A few out the front. There's been a few caught, and
Yep.
a few on liveys, a few on flat lines, and a few guys trolling around.
Yeah.
Lorraine and Bobby Jones. They got a big one yesterday or Wednesday, about 800 pounds.
It's a big
Blue
fish.
marlin.
Yep.
Fishing out wide. They fish out there every week, and they know how to do it.
Yep.
And it was definitely up in that category. So it was a really big fish. We see them sort of every now and then get caught on the Gold Coast. They didn't hang it; they let it go.
Yeah.
But definitely, it's a big fish. They're out there. Most guys are undergunned, and then they don't get to see them. At least they got to see this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So very good. Well done. Other things offshore, Stewie. Spanner crab season still closed. Don't go catching spanner crabs at the moment, please. And if you can catch sand crabs, you can do that, but you can't catch spanner crabs. Obviously snapper in close. But this weekend the weather's looking a bit iffy, guys. It's 15 to 20 knot northerlies tomorrow. 20 to 30 on Sunday. Next break might be Tuesday, Wednesday next week.
Yeah, I think that swell's due to pick up today, actually.
Yeah,
so,
that's right. It's been up and down. Like it picked up yesterday actually a little bit, then it dropped off again today, then it's picked up again this afternoon.
Yeah.
So just be careful.
Yep.
Okay, let's venture inside.
Inside?
Yep.
Lots of flatties, lots of whiting, lots of everything really. It's been fishing really good in the Broadwater. Jumping pin and Broadwater's been really good. Jumping pin for whiting's been extremely good. Yep.
Try around on the edge of Klinga Bank, anywhere from sort of halfway along it, which is just a few hundred metres west of where the sign is at Duck Creek, and then all the way around to the back.
And over in the new and old lagoon, so at the end of Millionaires Row on Stratty, they've been really good as well. Lots of whiting in there, and some big ones.
Yeah, that's right. Tiger mullet's been good at the back as well, and so is around Pandanus Island, around the bedroom area. It's been really good too.
Generally bait-wise, Doggy?
Yeah, just yabbies or worms. I try to fish around the high tide. I like running tide actually when the tide's running. But once it starts to get high, I get up onto the flats then and fish no weight, just the yabbies.
Which will be early this weekend.
That's correct, perfect.
Yeah,
that's right. So give that a go, guys. Flatties up the pin area, Klinga Bank's been really good as well. A few guys that get them when it blows that subtly during the week on the tank bank there on the north side of Crusoe Island. And definitely worth a go down around sort of, we call it Shitter's Ditch, but around
Tipler's
Channel area. Give that a crack. There's been a few around the Aldershots too, mate, I hear.
There's been a few around the Aldershots,
and a few sand crabs there as well. And definitely, I heard crab fish really well this week for flatties too.
A lot around those Crab Island flats. Just look for all the little drop-offs and indents and detents in the big weed flats.
And flow running off the banks, guys, whether it be run in tide or run out tide. Wherever that flow drops into the channel or drops into a channel between the banks, that's where you want to be fishing.
If we ever go with Dougie, you always hear, oh, there's ripples over there, we'll go over there.
What did we catch?
We're chasing ripples all the time.
What did we catch flatty there?
Yeah, but I reckon on your mind there's chocolate ripples, those biscuits.
Oh,
They're quite nice, actually. But if you chase the ripples, there are heaps of flatties there.
So we went for a bit of a fish this week. I had my father-in-law here from Japan, and I took him out, I think, 4 times, which I was very impressed about seeing her fishing so much. He was loving it. We've got lots of flathead, and for this time of the year, I couldn't believe how many flathead around. Stu, we went out on
Tuesday morning.
Tuesday, we got for 3 hours, we got nearly 40 fish.
36 or 38 fish between myself, Dougie, you, and Liam came along. Your son,
that's right. And as always, we're very competitive. You know, Stu and I just like to play games. And
he nearly got me, but he didn't.
I know, but if you include little rats like that size as doing me, you could count Stu as winning that day. But
doesn't matter. We always talk about the rules as we're going out. What are we talking today? Flathead Classic points or numbers? And Dougie says it's all about the numbers.
Oh yes.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I count them this big, but you count them this big. That's okay.
At that point, anyhow, there's lots of flathead out there, folks. Okay, get out there. There's flatties everywhere, and we fish mainly around Karachi and crab, and sort of head down Tipper's Way a little bit.
Out towards near Browns, a bit of everywhere.
Browns.
A few fish here, a few fish there, but it was good.
And a lot of fish. We only probably got like maybe 6 or 8 fish that were under 40. Like everything was 40 to nearly 60. So they were good fish. A lot in the 50s. And so good eating size. We kept half a dozen for a feed and threw the rest back and had a great time. But that was all before 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that's right.
So we were back in at 9:30 back home. So had things to do. I did come to work actually. Anyhow, so guys, give it a crack if you want to catch some flatties. Stu, the flathead lure.
Mate, of choice. Dougie, you always use the fused little ones.
I do, yep.
Yep, the little doctors. And we've ventured onto the pink ones, Dougie. And the green.
Yep.
I use the green, but they're such a good lure and they just work. I know we say it every week, it's a bit repetitive, but #1 flathead lure this year for us.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, fused doctor.
Yeah.
And guys, I know we always say use a 2.0 or 3.0 hook, and normally that's the case. But I just have a love for TT Ned locks heads. I call them Ned locks. In the little 1/5. Yeah. Which is that size there, so it's a little bit heavy. They do a 1/6 as well. And it's only like a size 1 hook. This is small, right?
Tiny.
And I get lots of fish up 70 plus on this.
And it's always just pinned.
Yeah, it never misses. And that with that, the way it sits up on the bottom and tail up, and as soon as you twitch it, it's like it just works.
It just calls them over.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And I don't like to use a hook that small, trust me, but because it works so well, I have no alternative.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't find an alternative. Yeah. I need. I'll make Gareth to make those in about a 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. Please, Gareth, get it done.
And Dougie, we caught a couple on vibes as well.
We get a few on vibes as well. Vibes for us this year has been extremely good.
Yeah.
And they're still working well.
Yeah.
And that's my pink lady's my favourite colour.
Yeah, that grey grace, that bottom one's my favourite. Got a little bit of orange on the belly. I'm a bit of an orange fan.
You do use the black one as well, though, called the pink.
Black ones are good as well. Black bait.
Black bait, yeah. But the pink ones won't go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Stu, the other thing that we were getting them on and still getting them on. Yeah. I didn't try the other day because where we were fishing was. Here we go again. Okay, saved.
Look at that.
It was.
Feels like we're on a game show. But the little bite signs, they work really well. And I don't know, for some reason, I never threw a 5-inch plastic for flatties. Hardly ever.
No. And a jerk shad at that too, by the way.
I know.
It's only shad tail.
And it just works so good on a little jig head.
Yeah.
1/4 or 1/8.
But in a bigger hook, guys, 3.0, 4.0.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we'll move up to flatties, but they're everywhere. They're, as we said, down the Gold Coast here, they're really good. Seaway Wall's been fishing all right as well. And also along, heading up towards Courage has been really good too, along Australia there. Whiting in the Broadwater has been very good. I went whiting fishing on Monday up the Pimpamar, and we did really well. Yeah, so I took my dad and my dad-in-law up, and we fished till, the fish didn't come on to about 8:30 because it needs to be running tide. And it was still running out at like 7:30. It's like, oh my gosh, it's supposed to be low at 5:30, but up the river a bit, that's the way it is.
A bit later.
Yeah, a bit later. And as soon as 8:30 come, wham, bam, they come on the bite. The whoop banks had risen about probably a quarter of the way up. And they really come on, and we finished by 9:30, so 1 hour. And we got 18 really nice whiting up to about 38 centimetres. And we were just using beach worms. Went on the beach and got them the day before. Still got sore legs. Sore thighs. So plenty of whiting around, guys, and they're really good size. The back of wave break's been extremely good. Same deal. Fishing really, really light.
And unweighted if you can.
Around the back of wave break there. And also the banks opposite Aqua, it's been really good. And even the banks down further, down opposite Lotus Creek's been pretty good too.
Those middle banks through that section.
As soon as that tide starts to rise, so hour to 2 hours after the run in when it starts. That's the go. And give that a go. If you're land based, definitely I'd be trying. Actually, we spoke to that guy last week that got him in the Bums Bay, the end of the spit. But also I spoke to someone getting on the other side, where the rock wall ends and the sand starts inside the Broadwater there, facing back towards Labrador pretty well. The one that's been pretty good too. There, again, first to run in tide. So give that a crack. Yabbies is what they're using there. So give that a go. Worms are right there too. And definitely foreshore, big waters down to Tara Seafood is really good. And definitely try where the swimming enclosure thing is, the blow up joint at Southport there.
In Broadwater Park.
With a big girl statue sitting on the hill there. From front of that, that's scary, I think. From that around to, at night time anyhow, from there around to where the bridge is, on that foreshore is really good for whiting as well, guys. So give that a crack early morning, late afternoon, and just fishing there with yabbies and worms again. Buzz Beach, another good spot. Try if you're land based. Surf-wise, I was speaking to a guy down the beach on catching worms the other day, and he said he's been getting some really good whiting there as well.
Yeah.
There's a real good gutter there, just about 400 metres north of the SeaWorld car park, or the Phillip Park opposite SeaWorld. And really good, nice drain there. He's been getting some good whiting there, so give that a go. A lot of dart too, he said. Yeah, so give that a crack. Yeah. What else have you been hearing on the beach, Stuart? Any tailor? Some big tailor.
Yeah, there's been some big tailor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not heaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some big
but
ones.
The ones that have been getting caught have been absolute horses.
Trouble is, got northerlies again. They don't like northerlies too much, nor do I. No. In southerly, which has been blowing during the week, and so I've been catching them during the week. But
or a bit of west.
A bit of west has been good, which was blowing during the week.
It was blowing westerly.
So anyhow, we still need to come back through. So we get first southerly, first westerly, get down the beach and throw a pilly out for a tailor or a lure. Yep. Stu,
back inside, mate. Heaps of jacks.
Yeah, that's the next thing is jacks.
Kind of started.
Yeah, it has started. So a few of our customers sending in pictures of jacks they've been catching. Renault Bay Canal's been really good. Parallels Point's been really good. A few up around Benoa as well.
Yeah.
I think Jace said they've been getting a few out there as well. Jason Swain.
Yeah.
So give that a crack. Seaway, Dewey's in the Seaway guys, but the sharks have been really bad. I was speaking to Lee yesterday, and he said that there's so many Jewfish there. As soon as you hit the bottom of the live, he's straight away on, but you just can't get a fish up for the sharks. So if you're paddling across, be careful.
That's right.
Yeah. What else, Stu, has been happening, mate?
Apart from that, mate, I think there's been a few trevally around like the marinas and stuff like that for guys chasing jacks, so that's a bit of good fun on top water. Like the little MMD splash prawns have been really good in that medium type size. And apart from that, Dougie, I don't know. Heaps of tailor still. But there's a lot of little tailor the other day in the Broadwater when I was floater fishing. And I got heaps of sand crabs too, guys, on Friday and Saturday night. Just around sort of anywhere from Bigra to Sovereign Isle. Western Channel. On the edge in deep water. I don't sound like I've been out heaps, but I have been out 6 times in the last 7 days. I've been busy at it. Okay, guys, Freshwater. If you want to give it a crack. Stu, what's been happening up there, mate? Heaps of bass. Heaps of bass.
And
the guys
big bass.
that are fishing shrimps are absolutely killing it.
Like 100 something the other day in one session. Up to sort of 50 centimetres. So
big
good
fish.
fish.
And the guys that are fishing plastics and little jigs and stuff like that have been really good. I haven't tried these, Dougie, but they have to work.
Well, we know they work on flatties, and I definitely think they're going to work on bass because they're just like a little gudgeon type thing.
Perfect. That's just a little bite science in the pre-rig job. 3-inch, I think that colour's bling bait. But I think it's going to smash them. And they're a good weight, so you can cast it out, let it sink down around that timber and just slow wind. That's all you need to do. No jigging, no hopping, just a slow wind, and they love it.
I reckon some guy on the Gold Coast here made that name.
Bling bait.
Anyhow, we'll get off that. Okay, so there's been some good Saratoga at the dam, as you're saying, mate. Saratoga have been really good. Definitely heaps of tilapia around, if you're going to catch some in the creeks and that. Give that a shot, and that's probably about it. It's been happening. So guys, just a few little things to let you know. We have got a seminar on next Thursday, which will be the 24th by memory. And that one is on dolphin fish, how to catch dolphin fish. And as we said, they're everywhere. It's going to make you catching them a bit easier by tuning in on this one. So welcome to book into that. It's in the shop here. And the other thing that's happening is we have got a really big sale starting next Friday morning at 8 a.m. next week, which will be our Black Friday sale. We'll run for 4 days, but we'll run out of stock on certain things, so first in, best dressed. We can't tell you anything about the discounts yet, but it'll be very similar to last year. If you came last year, you know what I mean. It'll be worth it. It was very busy. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday next week. Keep an eye out. We'll give you an update on that next fishing report, which we'll do on Thursday next week, earlier. So get you prepared for it. Okay, so in the interim, get out there, give it a go, and nice to see you out there if you get out there. We'll say hello. That's it. Always say hello to Stewie and me, or one of the team here when we're out fishing. And that's it. Doug West Tackwell. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. Thank you. See you soon.
Thanks.
Bye.